Please come. Is it audible now? Okay. Thank you for the confirmation. As you have confirmed the voice is audible, let's start with today's session. Again, very good morning each and everyone. I hope whatsoever we have learned, whatsoever programs we have practiced, you have practiced the programs, you have revised it, you have completed your assignment, and then only you are coming for this particular session. Well, I remember that I gave you some assignments. How many of you have completed the assignments? Well, subtraction was very easy. For performing the subtraction, only the change which you have to do is when we were adding the matrix. In the place of addition, if you will put subtraction, then it will subtract one matrix from another matrix. Only that was the change in the program of the subtraction matrix. Coming to the second assignment which I gave you, where you have to check that two matrices are equal or not. How many of you have completed the second one? If you have completed, just tell me or something like that. Good. All your responses to my name, Ayush, co-host. Okay. So who would like to share the assignment, share the screen now and explain the program? Who will try to do that? Who will try to do that? Okay, so Surya Molly is telling he would like to do that. Okay, Surya. So I'll just give you the permission for sharing the screen. Okay, Surya, you can share the screen now.
Recording in progress.
Okay, so Surya have shared the screen. Surya, also please explain the program. Unmute yourself and explain the program. Am I audible now, Surya?
Yes, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible now. Please explain the program.
Okay. So first, I have created two matrix using the same logic as told by you, and I have created a variable called flag.
Okay.
The use of flag will be for getting the input like true or false. It is of Boolean type.
Okay, continue.
Then next, same logic for taking the input from the user uh, for matrix 1 and also for matrix 2. Then you have told to first check the dimensions of the matrix. So for checking the dimensions, whether the dimensions of the matrix are of same or not, I have I have used this logic. Matrix 1 dot length. In fact, if matrix 1 dot length is not equals to matrix 2 dot length, or matrix 1 uh, uh, this is for checking the matrix is of 2D. So
Correct.
the array is of 2D. That's why I have used matrix 1 0 dot length not equals to matrix 0 dot 2. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible, Surya. Continue.
And then after checking, if the matrices are not equal, the message will be matrices are not equal. Else, inside else block, I have used to check whether the content inside the matrix is equal or not. So for that, I have used two for blocks, and then inside that for block, I have used matrix for compared to matrix. If any of the element inside the matrix is not equal, the value of flag will be false, and only at that point the whole statement will means the loop will break, and the next line will get executed.
Great. Good.
And the error was showing for the scan is not closed or only showing. So I have used the scan dot close. I have taken help of Stack Overflow for the scan dot close.
Okay. Great. So logic is good. So the program is working. Let us check. Please execute the program.
Enter the value of row 0, column 0. I will enter. First, I will enter 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Matrices are equal. It is showing.
Okay.
Shall I maximize?
Your voice got break. Please repeat.
Shall I maximize the window?
No, not required. That is sufficient. Thank you, Surya. Great. Anyone else would like to share their program and explain it? Gurpreet? Okay. Surya, you can stop sharing.
Okay.
Yes, Gurpreet, you can share your screen and explain the program. Please unmute yourself.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, you are audible, Gurpreet.
I'm quite weak in this online video classes, so it's quite it's trembling for me to explain it, but I will try. So
Sure.
I've taken two arrays having rows and column of 2 and 2. So I'm taking input. In this case, I am taking input from the user for every row and every column. This is for matrix 1. And this is same for matrix 2. Now what I have done, I have taken and you can say count as an integer. So what I have done here, I've gone through a for loop in which I have what I can say it is that quite difficult for me, but I will make it explain. So
please
this
do
is
that. You are doing great. Please do that.
Yes, sir. So what this is, this shows that the matrix 1 length, this shows the number of rows of that matrix, and this shows the number of columns. Both should be equal, including the values in both the matrix should be equal. This shows that if all these values should satisfy, it will increment the count. Else, if these all three cases, if they are not satisfied, the output will be matrices are not equal. So once done, it will count the number of counts that how many rows and how many row elements of rows and columns are equal or not. Now, if it is equals to the rows plus column, the count will be equals to rows of column of both the matrix, including matrix 1 and matrix 2. Then it will show the output as matrices are equal. Else it will show that they are not equal.
Okay. One question I have, Gurpreet, here.
Yes, sir.
In 39th statement,
Yes, sir.
where you are incrementing count,
Yes, sir.
why we cannot print directly that matrices are equal?
I have done that also, sir, but is printing, if the matrices are equal, it will print matrices are equal 4 times, that how number of times they are printing. That's why I have to take a count here. So
Correct.
if I do so, if I'm going to do so, it will show the same thing, such as.
Correct, because it is in the loop. So you have, if in case in interview they will ask you like this, explain them. Sir, because this is in the loop, it will work in the looping manner.
Yes, sir. That's why I have to take it. I have to go for count here.
Correct. Okay. Any other student with some other program, some other explanation? So many of you have completed the program, right? Kamal Kumar Mandal. Kiran. Kiran ME. Okay, so both will not be able to explain because at one place neighbor is playing loud music and one is using mobile instead of laptop. Okay, no problem. Anyone else? Omkar? Okay, so you can see that few students have completed the program because of some issue. They are not able to explain it. Moreover, if you want me to do the program, I'll not be doing it today, because if I'll do it 100%, if in case you got stuck, I know you can give your best, because now you have seen two explanations. You have understood two explanations, one from Gurpreet, one from Surya, and now you would have got some idea about some conditions, that where you would have gone wrong, where you would have got stuck. Now at least with those explanations what you have understood, now at least try to do it, try to complete it off. And if in case you have completed, always be more proactive, because if you cannot explain to me, then how I will get the confidence that you can explain it to some random interviewer? So have that confidence. If in case you have completed, tell it off, sir, I want to do it. And I really appreciate for Surya and Gurpreet, good, really, that you have done the program and you have explained it in the beautiful manner. Good, great going. Moreover, coming to the next program, take down the next one in your notebook. Write a Java program. Write a Java program. Write a Java program to multiply. Write a Java program to multiply two matrices. Write a Java program to multiply two matrices and store the result of multiplication in the result matrix. And also display the contents of result matrix, and also display the contents of result matrix. Okay, now this is the program. Again, I'm repeating. Write a Java program to multiply two matrices and store the result of multiplication in a result matrix, and also display the contents of result matrix. Okay, so what you have to do here is, don't take it like this, that how you are performing addition, how you have performed subtraction, like that only. Just instead of plus or minus, just put one multiplication sign and your multiplication will be performed. It is not like this. It is not as that much easy how it was for addition and subtraction. It is a new logic which you have to learn here, completely new logic. Well, what it is, understand the logic first. Assume that I am having one matrix here, so maybe I will tell this is maybe M1 matrix. So here I will mention like this. it is a 2 cross 2 matrix, and I will tell maybe 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is one M1 matrix, and with this M1 matrix, there is one more matrix which is given for us, which is M2 matrix, and here I will tell maybe 3, 2, 1, 4. This is the second matrix which we are having. So one is your M1 matrix, another one is M2 matrix, and now we have to perform the multiplication of M1 and M2, and after performing the multiplication, whatever the result will be there, that result I have to store in the other matrix. So here I will tell maybe this is the result matrix. Okay, sir, how it will be done? How it will be done means, see here, in this result matrix, totally I want 4 elements. I will just write the index for those 4 elements, that at which position I want the elements. So I want one element which will be 0, 0. Another element will be 0, 1. Another element will be 1, 0. Another element will be 1, 1. Sir, how you are telling this 0, 0, 0, 1? It is very, very simple. This is your 0th row. This is your 0th column. So 0th row, 0th column, this element 0, 0. 0th row, first column 0, 1. This is the second element. Next, this is your first row, 0th column. So first row, 0th column, this is the element. First row, first column, this is the element. And now I have to find all these elements of all these indexes. Okay, sir, how to do this? Well, see here. If you want to perform the multiplication, then always you have to take the first row of the first matrix and you have to multiply this with the first column of another second matrix. So see here, I am taking row of first matrix and I am multiplying it with the column of another matrix. So let us try to do this, and here I will tell first how this will be created. So here I will tell result matrix is equals to, I will take the 0th row, 0th element, and this 0th row, 0th element I will multiply with 0th row, first column. So 0, 0, I will multiply with 0, 0. So 2 multiplied by 3 is how much? 6. So here I will write 2 multiplied by 3. This 0, 0, I am multiplying with 0, 0. After doing this, I will tell here plus. And then I will take this 3 and I will multiply with 1. So 0, 1, I am multiplying with 1, 0. So here I will tell 3 multiplied by 1. And finally, whatever the result will come, that will become 0, 0 element of the result matrix. So what I have done, I have taken the 0th row of M1, 0th column of M1, and I am multiplying all the elements. 0, 0 with 0, 0 plus 0, 1 with 1, 0. Next what, sir? Next what means, now I have to find 0, 1. Next, I have to find this. So see here how I am taking it. Which row I have to take from M1 matrix is 0th row I have to take. Okay, 0th row I am taking. Which column I have to take there? first column I have to take. Okay, so now I have to take the first column, means this I have to consider. Let us multiply now. So now 0, 0 with 0, 1. So 2 multiplied by 2, I will mention here. This is your 2 multiplied by 2 plus 3 multiplied by 4. So here I will tell 3 multiplied by 4 like this. This is your 0, 1 element you will get if you will solve that. Moving further, now I have to find this particular element. You should tell me in M1 matrix which row I should consider. See this, that which element we are going to find, and tell me which row I should consider in M1 matrix. First row, there are 2 rows, 0th row or first row. Very good. I have to consider first row. Whatever is coming first, that will be the row of the M1. So first row I have to consider. Okay. So now I will be considering the first row. This is 0th row. This is first row. I will consider first row. Very good. Which column I have to consider in M2 matrix? Very good. I have to consider the 0th column. So here I will tell, now I am going to consider 0th column. This is the 0th column. So first row of M1 matrix, 0th column of M2 matrix, and I will multiply them. So first I will multiply 4 with 3. So here I will write 4 multiplied by 3 plus 5 multiplied with 1. So here I will tell 5 multiplied with 1. This is your 1, 0 element if you will solve it off. Next, I have to find this particular element. Which row I should consider in M1? Which row I should consider? First row I should consider. Very good. Which column I have to consider in M2? First column I have to consider. First row, first column. So now let us consider the first column. So here I will tell this is the first column. After considering them, I will find the multiplication result. So 4 multiplied with 2, 4 multiplied with 2 plus 5 multiplied with 4. So here I will tell 5 multiplied with 4. I will solve it further. So I will tell result is equals to 2 multiplied by 3, 6 plus 3. Next, 2 2s are 4 plus 12. Next, 4 3s are 12 plus 5. Next, 4 2s are 8 plus 20. Okay, I will solve it further. I will tell result is equals to 6 plus 3 is 9, 12 plus 4 is 16, 12 plus 5 is 17, 20 plus 8 is 28. This what you are seeing, this is the multiplication matrix. That is the multiplication result of M1 and M2. In this particular manner, you have to find the multiplication of 2 matrices. So here what you have to do, you have to consider the rows of M1 and column of M2. And how you have to multiply those elements, that only I have explained you over here. I hope it is clear with you. Now, whatever we have got it, same thing, if we can write it in the Java program, our task will be completed. What we have understood is a logic that how multiplication will take place. And now it is our duty to find a logic to do this particular program using Java programming language. Logic is there in front of you. I want each and everyone to use your 100% brain and try to implement this particular logic in Java. You can do it. You just have to see that which row or which element of M1 you are multiplying with which element of M2. If in case you can do that, trust me, you will be able to write the program. Take down this one first, take down this explanation, the logic part, and then try to write it in the Java programming language. Do it off, at least give it an attempt. Give it a try. According to me, all of you can complete it. How many of you have completed this much? How many of you have got the logic? Should I give some hint? Retell, yes, no, should I give some hint? Or you will do it? Okay, raise your hands if you want hint. Let me see how many of you want hint. If you will tell, I will give hint. I will give only hint, not the complete program. Only 9 students, is it? Only 18 students. 20. Okay. Let me give hint to you. See here. This much all of you have copied whatever is there on the board, because I am going to remove it. Super. Now see here and understand this hint very properly. This is not actually hint. This is the proper logic of the particular program. See, whenever you have to solve this matrix type of problems, you know, the indexes of elements become very, very important. So here, whatever these elements are there, I will remove these elements and I will write the indexes for them. So I will mention here like this. The index for this particular element will be 0, 0. Index here, it will be 0, 1. This element index will be 1, 0. This element index will be 1, 1. Super. Next what? Here also I will tell the index of the elements. I will mention again for the second matrix, this is 0, 0 element. Second matrix 0, 1 element. Second matrix 1, 0 element. Second matrix 1, 1 element. So what I have told, I have defined the matrix in the form of their indexes of their elements. Next, what I will do, here also whatever this circus I am doing, I will not write it like this. Let us remove this and let us understand and try to derive a proper formula using the indexes. So I will mention here. See and understand this very, very sincerely, very, very properly. Here I will tell the result matrix. Okay. Maybe here the result matrix will come. So very first, I want to find the element which will be 0, 0 of the result matrix. So if I want to find 0, 0 element, what I have to do? I have to take the 0th row of the first matrix and you know I have to consider 0th column of the first matrix. So let us multiply them and let us write it over here. So I will tell like this. See, this is M1, 0, 0. So here I will tell M1, 0, 0 element I have to multiply with what? This element I have to multiply with this element. So I have to multiply this with M2, 0, 0 plus M1, 0, 1. M1, 0, 1, I have to multiply with M2, 1, 0. Like this I will consider, and finally this is the formula for finding the 0, 0 element of result matrix. Yes or no? All of you agree or no? Correct. So now this is the formula for finding 0, 0 of result. Now you have to tell me what will be the formula for finding 0, 1. You have to tell me this. What will be the formula here for finding 0, 1 element of result matrix? Like this, derive the formula for 0, 1 and send me in the chat. Yes, Sudarshan, then that's what. What will be the new formula? After changing the value only, what will be the new formula? All of you should try this. 87 students are present. I want 87 answers. Many students think that they are very smart. They will just log in the class and then they will do some other work. They will watch some movie or they will roam here and there. So whenever I will ask question, I want answers from each and everyone. Otherwise, I will tell my operation team to mark absent for you if in case you are not responding me in the chat. As simple as that. Great. So many of you have derived this particular formula. So now for finding 0, 1, I have to consider 0th row of the first matrix and the first column of the second matrix. So here I will tell, now I have to consider the first column of the second matrix. This column I have to consider. Let us write the formula and you see that have you wrote the correct formula or not. So here I will tell M1 0, 0 multiplied with M1 0, 0 multiplied with M2 0, 1 plus M1 0, 1 multiplied with M2 1, 1. This should be the formula for finding 0, 1 element of your result matrix. All of you have got the same formula? Check. All of you have got the same? Super, very good. Now coming to the next element, this element is your 1, 0. What will be the formula here? Very fast. Tell me this. For 1, 0, what will be the formula? Good. So Thanu have given the first correct answer. Send your responses to Ayush itself. I am not checking the comments in code nest. To Ayush profile, you have to send your answers. Good. So for this, you have analyzed it correctly now. For this, the answer will be result. It is 1 comma 0. So 1 comma 0 means I have to consider the first row and 0th column. This I have to consider. So let us derive the formula for this. I will tell it is M1 1 comma 0 multiplied with M2 0 comma 0. M2 0 comma 0 plus M1 1 comma 1. M1 1 comma 1 multiplied with M2 of 1 comma 0. This is the formula for getting result 1 comma 0 element. Have you got the same? All of you? Very good. Very good. Fabulous. Super. This you have got. Now coming to the last one. Tell me the last formula and then we will derive the logic, a Java logic to derive all these formulas one shot. Tell me the last formula. That will be your first row and first column of M2, first row of M1, first column of M2. So for this, the formula will be like this. Your M1, it will be 1 comma 0 multiplied with M2 0 comma 1 plus M1 1 comma 1 multiplied with M2 1 comma 1. This will be the formula for deriving 1 comma 1 element of your result matrix. Now we have got the logic. We are having the formulas for finding the proper specific elements of the result matrix. We have got it. How we have got that also you only have told. I have just verified that whatever you have done is correct or not. Otherwise, you only have done it. Super. Moving further, now I don't want this M1 and M2. So I'll remove it off and we will now try to derive a standard logic out of or for all these four formulas. Okay, we will try to do this. So here I will tell like this. Let us write all these four at one place. So here I will tell your result. I will mention here 0 comma 0 element. If I have to get, then I have to make use of this particular formula. I will write it as it is. M1 0 comma 0 multiplied with M2 0 comma 0 plus M1 0 comma 1 multiplied with M2 1 comma 0. This as it is, I have wrote it here. I have not done any change. Maybe it is out of scope. Let me bring in the scope of camera. All right. Now I will write the second one. So I will tell here, if I want to get result 0, 1. 0, 1 means this. So here I will tell it is your M1 0, 0 multiplied with M2 0, 1 plus M1 0, 1 multiplied with M2 1, 1. Okay. Next, I will tell result. If I have to get the element at 1, 0, then I have to use this. Okay. So here I will tell it is your M1 1, 0 multiplied with M2 0, 0 plus M1 1, 1 multiplied with M2 1, 0. Super. Coming to the next one, the last one, fourth one. So here I will tell this is your result 1, 1 is equals to, there I will tell it is your M1 1, 0 multiplied with M2 0, 1 plus M1 1, 1 multiplied with M2 1, 1. This is the next one. Let me write it a little bit down. This is your M1 1, 1 multiplied with M2 1, 0. Okay. So these are the 4 formulas which we have derived it here, and now we have to make one standard out of this. And how to make that particular thing standard? Now focus very properly. See what I will consider, that there are 2 indexes. One is 0, another one is 0. Here this is 0, this is 1. This is 1, this is 0, this is 1, this is 1. So what I will do, I will tell like this, that consider this as I and consider this as J. Consider this as I, consider this as J. And now let us see. So whatever is I means wherever 0 will be there, I have to consider that as I. In the first formula, wherever 0 is there, I will consider that as I. Wherever 1 is present, I have to, sorry, again, wherever another 0 is present, that I will be considering as J. Next. I will see first it is 0. Okay, so this is I. Next, this is also 0. This I will tell I. At the first place I am speaking. This is 0. This is I. Okay, this is 1. Forget it. Next, I will tell at the second place. This is your 0. Second place, if it is 0, consider this as J. Okay, so this is J. This is J, this is 1, that is 0, this is J. So if second position, if 0 is coming, I am telling it as J. If first place, if 0 is coming, I am considering as 0. But sir, here if 1 and 1 is coming, don't do it, leave it as it is. Coming to the second one. For second one, this is your I, this is your J. So at the first place, if 0 is there, consider as I. If at the second place, 1 is present, consider it as J. Okay. I will tell, first place, 0 is there. Okay, means this is I. First place, 0 is there. This is I. First place, 0 is there. This is I. First place, 1 is there. Leave it. Next, second place, if 1 is there, I have to consider it as J. Second place, 0 is there, leave it. Second place, oh, 1 is there, consider it as J. Second place, 1 is there, consider it as J. Second place, 1 is there, consider it as J. Next, moving further, again, this I will consider as I, this I will consider as J. So here, if it is 1 at the first place, consider it as I. If it is 0 at the second place, consider it as J. Okay. First place, 1 is there. Oh, it is I. First place, 0 is there. Forget it. First place, 1 is there. This is I. First place, 1 is there. This is I. Next. Second place, if 0, J. Okay. Second place, 0 is there. This is J. This is J. This is 1. Forget it. Oh, this is J. Super. Next what? Here, if this is I and this is J. So if first place 1 is there, consider as I. Second place, if 1 is there, consider as J. First place 1 is there. Oh, this is I. First place 0, forget it. First place 1 is there, consider as I. First place 1 is there, consider as I. Next, first place, sorry, second place 1 should be there. Second place 0 is there, forget it. Second place 1 is there, this is J. Second place 1 is there, consider it, this is J. This is also J. I have not done any rocket science. I have just told if this is your I and J, if that specific indexes, if the same value is present, I will tell this is I or that is J. In result 1, 0, there should be M1 cross M2, is it? In 1, 0. 1, 0. This is 1, 0. No, this is 1, 0. So it is 1, 0, M2, 0, 0. This is 1, 1. This is 1, 0. Is any condition is wrong? Which condition? All the conditions are correct, Gurpreet. Maybe you have done it wrong. Please check. All the conditions are absolutely correct. So here, in this particular manner, we have got it. Now let us see that what will be the standard. So here I will write the standard version. So here I will tell it is your result I, comma J is equals to, here I will tell M1, and now what should come here? I should come or J should come? That we have to understand. We have to analyze. See, if in all the four formulas, if in all the four formulas, if it is the same variable, then consider the same to same variable. See here, in the first formula, this is I, second formula, it is I, third formula also it is I, fourth formula it also it is I. So here I will consider it is I. Next, what do you say? Can I consider this as J here? Yes or no? What do you say? I cannot. Why? Because this is J, but this is nothing. This is J, but this is nothing. Forget it. I cannot tell J. In all the four, same should be there. Okay. I will tell multiplication sign. Next, M2. Here, let us see what we can consider. Can I tell here I? Correct. I cannot. Next, can I consider J? Yes, because everywhere it is J. So here I will consider it as J plus. Next, I will tell M1. Here, can I consider this as I? Everywhere it is I, and I. Don't see 0 and 1. Forget 0, 1. See the variable. It is I everywhere, so I will tell it is I, comma. So it is J is not there everywhere. Forget it off. Multiply M2. Whatever is common. So it is I is not there everywhere. Forget it off. Next. J is common everywhere. I will tell J. So I have derived one formula like this, but there are some places where I have not got some variable. Why you are worrying? Why I am not getting these variables? Because these values are not matching. So if this is not I, if here I cannot tell J, it's fine. Give your own variable, mention as K. K. Wherever you cannot give I or J, just tell one more variable K. Finally, whatever you are seeing, this is the formula for getting this in a looping format. Because like this only I have to consider it in the loop. I cannot write it again and again and again. So for looping, how automatically it will happen, for that purpose, I have created this particular formula. And now what I am doing, see here, M1 IK result, M2 KJ result, I am storing, I am multiplying, I will store it in result IJ, and then again I will add M1 IK with M2 KJ. So same thing I am doing here also, and I am adding them. See, M1 IK multiplied with M2 KJ, M1 IK multiplied with M2 KJ. Same thing I am multiplying and I am adding them. So same formula, how I can write same formula, I can write it like this. Your result, here place is not there, so here I am writing. Your result of I comma j is equals to result of I comma j plus, I will write it only once, that is your M1 I comma k multiplied with M2 k comma j. This what you are seeing is the formula which we have to apply in our Java program to get the proper output. Sir, how you have derived this? Very simple. This is repeating again. So what I am telling, that whatever you are multiplying, store it in result ij, and then whatever the result is there, in that you added the second one. Same thing I am doing. Whatever is there in the result ij, with that you store it, and it will be keep happening. So you have to take total 3 loops, I, j and k. 3 loops you have to take, and in that 3 loops you have to derive this. See, directly I could have told, just make a note of this, mug it up, go in the interview, but you know your Ayush sir. I cannot help, because I have to tell you, I have to teach you everything from the scratch, that if it is a raw matrix, how to get this, from this how to get this, from this how to get this, and from this how to get the final formula. Now you have become expert in the matrix, if in case you are able to write this particular program. I have done everything, just you have to put it in the programming format. Copy down this properly. While copying also, just don't copy whatever is there on the board. You also try to do it. Is a maths. You also try to do. You will get, I'm sure you will get the correct answer. Make a note of this and give it an attempt now to complete the program. Do it off. I hope you have copied this, whatever is there on the board. All of you have copied. Okay, all of you have wrote it in the programming format, or you are waiting for me to do it? Okay, how many of you have completed the program now? Very good. Super, really, very, very good. Let me show you the program, how it will be done. If in case you got stuck here or there, let me share the screen. Okay, so see here, I am having one matrix, M1 matrix. I am having another M2 matrix. I am having one more result matrix. I will have them as it is. Next, I am asking the elements of first matrix. Next, I am asking the elements of the second matrix. And then here I am doing the addition part. I will delete it off. Okay, so here I will write the logic for multiplication of M1 and M2. And then I am displaying first matrix, this is also required. I am displaying second matrix, this is also required. And I am displaying the result matrix, well, this is also required. So I will just write the multiplication part. Here it is. I will write it off. I will first tell one loop, for loop. So for int I is equals to 0, I less than is equals to. So here I will tell I less than is equals to, or maybe better I will tell I less than 2, I will mention, because it is 2, right? So here I will tell I less than 2. You can tell I less than equals to 1 as also, no problem. Here I will tell I plus plus. Next, inside this, I will mention for int j is equals to 0, j less than 2, j plus plus. Next, after writing this, the loop of j, I will write the loop of k also. So for int k equals to 0, or k equals to 0, k less than 2, k plus plus. Okay. Like this, I have written the loop of k, because 3 variables are there, I, j, and k. All the 3 variables I am writing, and here I will mention result of I, j is equals to result of I, j plus. I will add M1 of I, k plus or into multiplied by M2 of k, j. This one thing I will write. So you can see for deriving this one statement, it took so much time, it took so much explanation to do it. Moreover, every time the result of ij should be told as 0 before going to the next one. So here I will tell, consider every time result of ij should be 0, because I am adding it. If I will not make it as 0, in the next iteration, it will add the old value. I don't want to do that. In this manner, I will add, or I will, multiply M1 and M2. And here you can see that I am displaying the result of the matrix. Finally, after doing this, I will execute it. I will tell run as Java application. Enter the value for row 0, column 0, maybe same previously what we have used. Can you tell me? 2 was the row 0, column 0 value, then it was 3, then it was 4, and then it was 5. Now for the second matrix, what was 0, 0 element present in our example which we have taken? 3, okay. 0, 1, what was the element? 2, okay. Row 1, 0, what was the element? 1, okay. And 1 comma 1, what was the element? 4, okay. Thank you. So I will just press enter, and you can see first matrix is this, second matrix is this, and the result matrix is this. Have we got the same result when we did manually? You can check, it is 9, 16, 17, 28, correct. So in this manner, you have to apply, you have to perform the multiplication of the matrix. So you can see program is very, very simple, but finding this particular logic, how it is getting derived from the scratch, that is very, very tricky part for this particular program. Hence, this is the very, I should say, like super liked program by the interviewers to ask in the interview, because here so much a derivation is there. If in case you can derive it better, then only you will be able to do this, otherwise no. And don't think that, okay sir, only one statement. No, I will mug it up and I will go in the interview. It will not happen like this. In interview, they will ask how this is getting derived from, how it is coming, why you are writing this. So you have to explain the entire logic, which I have explained it to you in the beautiful manner. Copy down this. Now this part, enter the elements, this is already you are having, only the new thing is this much. Copy down this one, the program for finding the multiplication. Make a note of this in your notebook. All of you have got the same program, same output. I will share the chat in the, I will share the program in the chat also. Entire program I am sending. Which one, Sudarshan? I have sent the program in the chat. You can use it from there. Yes, Akshay, I will show the output. I'll just execute it. Anyone who is copying the program, you can copy it from the chat. I am showing the output here. So 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then the matrix was 3, 2, 1, and 4. Okay. So 3, 2, 1, and 4. This is the output. That's what, Sudarshan. Whenever we have to add something again and again in the for loop, how we will be doing it? We have done it this in the previous program, right? Where I have told you to add the 5 numbers, something like this one program we have done in the previous class where we have used the for loop. So there I have told what? Sum is equals to sum plus I. Correct? Yes or no, Sudarshan? So same thing I'm doing here also. Result of ij equals to result of ij plus whatever I have to add it. So there we are considering it as sum. Here we are considering it as result of ij. That's all is the difference. Otherwise it is same. Okay, so copy down this program. Today's class I will halt here itself. And with this, our matrix is also done. Please focus on the programming. See that you are also writing this program, not referring your notebook. Just open your Eclipse and try to recall what we have done in the class and do it off. Try to derive the formula again from the scratch. Then only you will get that confidence in the matrix style of programs. Well, I hope I am clear with the today's class. We'll meet in the next session. Till that time, take care all of you. Thank you everyone. It is a weekend. Have a great weekend and just keep learning, keep enjoying. Take care all of you.